locked up the people robbing these stores, they are more likely statistically to be rehabilitated than not. That means that locking them up and focusing on rehabilitating them while they're locked up would be a net good for society, whereas we know letting them back out on the streets is a net bad. This shows that overall prison time with a focus on rehabilitation reduces the occurrence of this behavior, but these judges refuse to use it. Let's look at some data. So, arrest only in California has a 64.2% reoffending rate within 3 years, but with jail time, that drops to 39.1%. And it is disgusting that these individuals are not given jail time. They are not incarcerated, they are let go. What about, though, rehabilitation for individuals such as the man who killed Orina? Well, federal statistics show that violent offenders, particularly murderers, do not rehabilitate and are some of the most likely to reoffend, even when intervention is the main focus of their incarceration. 63.8% of violent offenders are rearrested after release from incarceration. That's compared to 39.8% of non-violent offenders. Again, does not sound like a big difference, but it is. The length of the sentence had a marginal shift as well on how likely these violent offenders are to reoffend. That number never goes below 60% no matter how long the sentencing gets. Individuals with violent prior offenses are even more likely to reoffend at 65.1%. Non-violent prior offenses, 39.8%. These numbers leave us with an ultimately disheartening conclusion. I would love to be able to say that for violent offenders even, locking them up comes with positive ramifications. But we know leaving them out doesn't, we know locking them up doesn't, and we know that releasing them is basically the same as just leaving them out. I'll get to that a little bit more in a second. So, even with intervention and a focus on rehabilitation, violent offenders reoffend at higher rates, and with time, not changing the outcomes. Thus, violent offenders statistically are a high risk of release to the wider community. And what about the violent offenders who are never charged, only arrested? Well, if we look at the statistics from California, a logical conclusion can be drawn that violent offenders who are not charged or incarcerated are almost guaranteed to reoffend.